Hello Internet, this is Roshi, and I'm back with another reaction, this time reacting to the EPs of Honkai Star Rail. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually done any kind of recording, to be honest with you, and that's because of a lot of technical difficulties. But this video isn't to talk about that. It is to talk about really cool things that I'm about to see, potentially. I've never seen these. I just haven't. And I don't know what I'm in for. I think it's music related. Probably some animation, which you know I'm gonna love, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm making all that up. I don't know. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. This first one is called Out of Control. Hopefully, I can have things under control. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm getting a sense that they share in-game music and then the areas that music is in, such as the space station at the beginning of the game. This is its theme. Astral Express. Okay. That was the first one. And that... So now I'm getting a sense of what we're in for. These are essentially, in a weird way, not even in a weird way, but I just haven't really seen it done before with other games like this, I guess. I don't know, but then again, I haven't looked at a lot of this stuff, so who's to say? But it seems like that there's, it almost feels like a recap in a weird way without the details. It's just showing you the area and then the music within those areas, along with some significant characters on screen. Right? I mean, that's what I'm essentially getting at here. Whether or not that's going to be the case for all of them, I'm not sure. Maybe this one was just more simple because it was the first one of this, which would make sense. And I don't, obviously I don't hate it. I think it's actually a pretty unique thing to kind of actually show off these things, or whatever word you want to use for that. Showcase it. I don't know. It's cool. I like it. And we know, guys, you know that Hoyoverse is a music company first. So obviously we gotta make something for their music. Not everyone's gonna get to hear this music if they don't play the game. Now people get to hear this music, and then maybe they're gonna be like, oh well, maybe I guess I'll play the tacked on game to the music just to check it out. So it makes sense, right? Anyway, great vibes. I love it so far. And that's pretty much it. Oh, here we are. All right. Of Snow and Ember. Of course, we'll be in Belobog. Oh yeah. Man, I love that so much. I love all of the music in this section. In Belobog and the Undercity. And there's such a connection, at least here, between these two, where you have Ember and now you have Buzzing, and Buzzing does carry over things from Ember, but there's a little more of like an intensity to it. Now, I don't know if intensity is the right word, but it's Buzzing, like it's a lot busier. It's just kind of like where before it was very chill, despite being called Ember. Here it's like, you gotta work. And it was a very much like work to live to survive here in this place. I mean, so I love that transition right there. One other thing I will say about that is how... Oh, man. Okay, so... Out of the two, Ember and Buzzing from Belobog that we just heard, I like them both, obviously. And I like that connection that I just talked about. But there's something about Ember, man, that is just... I don't know. I don't really even know how to explain it. I get this feeling of... It's peaceful, yet it's haunting. I don't know what the vocals are actually saying, if they're saying anything, and the vocals that you hear, like the whispered voice, they are said in both Embers and Buzzing. You hear the same lines. Like they're going, sing, sing, or whatever that is. I'm not sure what they're actually saying. But anyway, you hear that, and it feels haunting, and you hear these strings, like this violin, and it sounds amazing, but it's a little, not necessarily distorted, but it feels like it's off rhythm, or it's just doing weird things. And it gives you that sense of like, oh yeah, this is Belobog. This is not nice, right? And it kind of it like gives you that hint of like things are not okay. So the music itself is telling a story, and it's very foreshadowing to like, yeah, this is a cool place, maybe. And then you get buzzing where it continues, and you get elements of Belobog, and it's a little bit of that haunting feeling still, yet there's a different rhythm to it, and it's a little faster paced because it's the people's lives here who are struggling to live because of situations and how life is just that much harder in the Undercity and stuff. But you do have that motif, that connection of embers bleeding into it a little bit. So it's kind of like, this is because of the upper city's fault. And like, yeah, like, look what we did and what you've become because of it. And I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I dig it a lot. I could go on and say the same thing about the space station Herta, but at the same time, it's a little, in my opinion, a little less of that, because you have the cool opening theme and everything, and then it gets just a little more electronic when you get into your, oh my god, I forget the name of everything. Kafka and Silverwolf, the hunters, whatever you want to call them. It's been so long. What the hell are they hunting? What are you? What do you have inside? What is it? What's the thing? I don't remember. Anyway. And it doesn't really matter for this. The point is that like you go from this like chill vibe to a little more intensity because you got these, you have this duo causing mischief, and then yeah. And you get the Astral Express, and like it just kind of changes the whole vibe of the situation. I don't know, it's good. So far, these have been really good. Now, this next one is Samudrartha. Probably butchered that. My apologies. And I don't think I'm going to know what this is at all. We're at the point where I've never played. So, yeah. Let's hear it. Tides of the past.
潮汐将我的伤痕刻蚀成龙鳞，突袭中酝酿着风云，血脉更续。
Please tell me something amazing like this is Don Hong's voice actor or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but like I wouldn't be surprised. I apologize. We're restarting this. One, because I'm an idiot and I interrupted something that was awesome that was happening. Two, obviously, I just said the song name is Samudrartha, or at least I think it is. I don't know. But there's lyrics going on here, and I was not looking at them. I'm going to just be honest with you. I was not looking at them. So we're going to look at them. I'm going back. I'm sorry, but I'm not. But I'm sorry. Also, I don't have captions on because I'm not, like, no one's really been talking, so... but, okay.
风雨，血脉更虚。在我皮肉下交织成命运，扎根于烈火烧灼的龙心，磨砺今世做我的骨骼，放任飓风从口中挣脱，用传说重塑我，用疼痛重铸我。撕裂心海之方，万军雷霆的巨响，浩瀚星魂激荡，惊涛骇浪胸口，鲜血滚烫，淬炼出爪牙锋芒。我必身披星光，在领域中原之上。
Oh, that switch up just now. That's such a cool shot. Oh my god. Alright. Holy crap. Samudrartha, wow. Awesome voice. Like I was saying before, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the voice actor himself or Dan Hong singing the song, just because they do stuff like that. Something like, you know, these people are crazy talented. If it's not, that's fine. Obviously, it's just a random guess. Unfortunately, I don't even know the name of the voice actors. The names of the voice actors. Sorry, I can't talk. Other than that, though, it is definitely a song that is supposed to be sung by Dan Hong. And yeah, this is his whole thing, I guess, for this section. I never got to play it. I got to see a lot of it just now. I imagine that's going to be the case for a lot of this. That's okay. But, like, damn. I don't really have much to say about that. Other than that, it's really cool. And it tells a lot about the character himself and how he's feeling. And what they must do and such. And I'm sure there's more meaning to that as well. But damn. Okay. I really enjoyed that. That was... whoo! You know, before we move on real quick, I just want to say something. There's things that I might, you know, react to or listen to, especially when it comes to music. And like, because I don't really react to a lot of music on this channel. I do on occasion from time to time, as you know. But I'm not a big music person when it comes to, like, at least analyzing and talking about it, or at least I don't think so. I don't know the correct terminology. I'm gonna say stuff that doesn't make sense. In the past, I've made comments on some music. I think it was related to the Genshin concerts, and I was using a term and I was using it wrong the whole time. I remember I kept saying like new age, and that's just completely different. That's like not what I thought it meant. So yeah, it's embarrassing when I talk about music, at least to me. So I do, but when I am talking about it, I am preferring to speak on how it makes me feel for the most part, and not necessarily the that and the construction of it and its foundations and all that. Like if you want like a detailed analysis, then you're gonna have to go look at like Marco Meatball or something like that. I'm not that guy. I am not nearly as talented or as knowledgeable when it comes to music, but I'd like to at least try and enjoy it as most people do. And I am going to want to listen to more music on this channel, and try to explore that and try to learn things. So if there are interesting things that you do know about the music that would probably, I don't know, in some way interest me or benefit me in some way, then by all means share that in the comment section. It's very interesting. I learned so much about a lot of Genshin music when I was listening to it. I stopped listening to a lot of Genshin music because of where I am in the game and how I want to catch up and continue before I listen to more of it, because some of the music can be quite spoilery. Of course, the stuff that I did listen to, I wasn't... I kind of already know the outcome of some things. Like, I've listened to Raiden Shoguns, I've listened to Scaramouche, his song, which is freaking incredible. I feel like maybe some people might get the impression that like, oh, they hear this music, they like this music, they're probably gonna maybe continue listening, or perhaps they're just not. They're just doing it for the video, and that's pretty much what it is. There have been some songs, I'm being honest with you, there have been some songs that I have looked up on my own time to go back to and listen to, just because of how awesome they are. And off the top of my head, I know there are at least 2 songs. There's more, but I know off the top of my head, I know that there's 2 songs that I have gone back to listen to. Actually, no, okay, now there's 3. The first, Scaramouche's theme song from Genshin Impact. That boss theme is brilliant. I have listened to that on my own, just because, you know, there's that. Also, there is also, what was, I don't know names, that's the other thing, I'm bad with names too. Yeah, the one with Honkai Impact 3rd, the epic snap, that one, you know what I'm talking about, that song. Listen to that multiple occasions on my own, just because. Can't get that moment out of my head after seeing that. I mean, just pure cinema. Absolutely. From the start with that moment. Might be one of the best cutscenes that I've ever seen, period, because of that specific moment. It's like Thanos eat your heart out kind of shit. You know what I mean? So there, and then there's of course fan-made song, which was the Epoch Winter. I forget if that's the actual name, but that was like one of my very first Genshin Impact reactions, the fan-made song, which is about Senora, I believe, and the Fatui. If you haven't seen that reaction, I recommend you go do so, because it's me talking about Genshin Impact before I know a single thing about Genshin Impact. So it has a special place in my heart, and I don't even think that video is monetized, just because, or it's either shared monetization. Doesn't matter. Either way, I'm proud of that video. I like that one. Mostly because of the song that I'm listening to. But anyway, I like music. I don't know much about it, but it makes me feel things. I like talking about the feelings. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next thing. Which is this one. The Flapper Syntho. Part 1. And I guess this is going to be our little intro now. This side of paradise. Is this Penacony? Are we in Penacony right now? Yeah, we are. Oh, it's gonna be jazzy and I'm gonna love it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Ooh. And then, hi, Dolly. Okay. Definitely have some thoughts to share about this. Okay, good. There's more. I was gonna say if that's it, I'm gonna be really in a place. How do you say that word? That's not it. Realitatsprinzip. Or is it realitate? Because I don't know what the dots mean above the A. Oh, I'm not very cultured, am I? That's unfortunate. Okay. So that was Penacony music. Part 1. Oh, there's more. Okay. Alright. I'll be honest with you. I liked it. But in my opinion, it was also the weakest thus far. Which, by the way, me saying that isn't necessarily an insult when all the music is still really, really awesome. This isn't bad. I love this. It's just I was more into previous things. But that also surprises me because I am more of... I think actually I know exactly why it surprises me. because I went into this with expectations. I went into this thinking that, man, it's gonna be like super jazz fueled, and we got like touches of it. We have High Dolly, which is very much like what I was thinking most of the music was going to be, but it was still very short compared to the other stuff, and the other stuff sounded more whimsical and like fairy tale, more so than what I went into thinking it was going to be. Yeah, it had hints of jazz elements, like there was a saxophone in the first song and such. But other than that, it was very like, this is a fantasy storybook. And that wasn't the vibe I was getting when I was looking around. At least not to me. I'm sure for those who first entered this place when they were playing the game, it feels different and it's wonderful and it's awesome. I do think it's great. Do not get me wrong. I just thought other stuff captivated me a little more. But to my surprise, this is only part 1. There's a part 2. So let's check out that part 2. Please just knock me off my socks. Out of my socks? Out of my socks. I'm not wearing socks. We have a problem. All right. Anyway, why am I laughing at my own dumb joke? Anyway, part 2. I imagine things are gonna get... I imagine this went from like, okay, not my favorite, and it's going to become my favorite. Because when I saw the Penacony trailer, or whatever it was that I saw, intro, whatever thing, it was freaking wow. And it was one of my favorites. So there's no way I'm going to be disappointed. Let's check it out. I mean, it's gotta be amazing, right? It's gotta be amazing. Yeah, March, you pick that music. You get that. It's the same record as before. Is it? Does she pick the same record every time? I hope they change it. Just because. The Big Sleep. There was a shop before in the other one. I didn't say anything during it, but we saw a room similar to this, and there were like flower petals all over the place, and it immediately made me think of Sparkle. Maybe that scene has something to do with her. I don't know, but it gave me Sparkle vibes. This is all trippy right now. Significant? We are definitely in creepier vibes. Mysterious, creepier, reality wonky vibes right now. I'm also getting like BioShock feel from the first one into this one. Whoa. The player on the other side. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Okay. Honestly, still not what I thought, but I did enjoy that a lot. That went into a direction that I was not thinking at all. And I already said it before earlier. It was between the first one and second one of this video, of this part 2, I got big time like BioShock feel. That was something. I don't think I've played BioShock all the way through. Hey guys, if you want me to play BioShock, let me know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. The player on the other side, the last one was by far I think my favorite, and because it was a little more amped up, there was still that weird creepiness in the background from the previous 2 songs that we heard. And then we had those horns come in, and I was like, okay, yeah, this I feel like this fits the vibe very well. There was also like a Mecha Charizard that was a chef, but we don't ask questions. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Anyway, next one is this one. It says I already watched it, but I know that I haven't. So that's weird. YouTube does that. Oh, we're going to get lyrics? Oh, we're going to get lyrics. Okay. If I can stop one heart from breaking. Okay. So, I think was the thumbnail Robin's face? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Her name's Robin, right? I'm not just making that up. It is Robin. Pretty sure it's Robin.
Birds are born with no shackles. Then what fetters my fate? Blown away the white petals, leave me trapped in the cage. The endless isolation can't wear down my illusion. Someday I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stings, gently wipe the sorrow of my life. I dream. What is meant by miracle? A word outside my days. Once again, repeat wobbles, but how could I escape? No further hesitation on those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, till they wipe the sorrow of my life. I dream. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, till they wipe the sorrow of my life.
Um. So it's crazy. It's crazy how powerful music is. Um, and I'm watching the visuals too. And there's some things I recognize from the other videos that I've seen, right? But I'm still missing a lot of context as far as what happens. And it is a Robin song because I saw her name in the bottom left. I don't have context. I don't know, and yet between the visuals that I did see put together with the music with this song, which is outstanding in my opinion. Wow, got me feeling all sorts of things. This close to losing it, I swear. Um, Still might. That was. They knew what they were doing specifically with a particular lyric that I heard, and it's in the chorus. It's like the beginning of the chorus, right? Um, yeah. Let my heart bravely spread my wings, and then they do it again at the end. Here when when it's like really built up. And I can guess what this is about. I imagine this is him seeing his past self. There's all sorts of symbolism there. Hands him the hat and disappears. You could be able, you could think of like loss of innocence, or just remembering simpler times, or just like how someone changes from one to the other. Anyway, adventuring something probably very heartfelt right there. Um, but yeah, that sorry for the silence. I stopped to try to put my words together, and the more I think about it, the more it gets at me. Uh, there's a so the sense I'm getting from this song is it's about healing, right? It's about healing and pushing on and allowing oneself to be good with that. Um, in a really simple way, I guess, based on the title, if I can stop one heart from breaking, I'm pretty sure it's referring to one's own heart. Um, yeah. Allowing yourself to love, to care. Yeah, it's powerful. Okay, we're moving on now. That was... I don't mean that to be disrespectful. We're moving on because I do not want to make a crying video because it's happening. Next one. Okay. Hope is the thing with feathers. That's a bird. They have feathers. That's neat. This one didn't start with March. I guess the last one didn't. It's Robin again. Oof. Okay, so yeah, I get it. Robin as a character, her singer, whatever, person voice acting, if it's the same person or not, don't know. Very talented. Really like her voice. This is I planned on doing a video of a music reaction to Robin's songs because I knew she had them. Apparently they're here. I don't know if it's all of them. If that is a video that you do want to see, regardless, I will. I don't know if there's I don't know how many Robin songs there are, but you can let me know if that's a thing that I should react to. This is... I did like the prior Robin song more, but that doesn't mean that this is bad. This was great. It's very... I like how it's very uplifting. This one is much more uplifting, and there was a shot that they showed that was really good during it in a moment. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Probably not. It was a shot, and I think I actually said something. Yeah, it was right here. And that's, you could actually see most people like clicking on this part too. Where this right here, this is great. I love that. These characters here, you know, raising a hand up to the sky, and it's the part in the song where it goes heads up. Just it's a very motivational part of the song, right? So this was by far my favorite part, and yeah, I just like the whole. I like the vibe. I like the uplifting vibe. Not every song has to be like, oh, action packed and like, or make you want to tear your heart out because you're feeling all the things. This one was just kind of like, yeah, we got this, you know, or like a be ready kind of thing, but in like a good way. All right, awesome. Next we have this one, which is Allegory of the Cave. Huh. Oh, we're back to March. Not the music. Alright, the covers do change. I noticed now. Took me this long, but here we are. Anthem of Eras. There's already something I really like about this. I'll explain in between. Oh, that was a fade. I am going to pause because I do want to talk about the other song. That was interesting because the way it started, it makes sense because this is a very like, well, like this is like Greek mythology and probably some like, it's all sorts of mythologies, right? Is it just Greek? Or is there more to reference? Because I'm also getting like World Tree vibes and things like that too from like Norse mythology. But anyway. It starts very like, this is a mythological story. It's a very epic tale. And then it changes into a how do I say it? Not necessarily modern, but it goes from like this story, legend, myths to modern day in this world, when you actually start seeing the town, and it makes sense being called like Song of Eras or whatever it was called. Eras, like it's like here's one era, here's the next era. I don't know. But I like that. I like that feel within the same song, that switch of going from something so like epic and stoic sounding to more just something you would hear when you're a marketplace. You know, it's kind of cool. Anyway. That's cool. Ooh. It was like the start of some like epic movie trailer. Undying Glory. So this is definitely in reference to like the gods who are having, I guess, their fight with each other, right? Something like that? Or against older gods? I had that feeling from the stuff I've seen. I'm not saying this is like battle music either, but more like the music of the area when you start learning more about that, probably. Okay, great. Is there another one? There is. This is the last one. This is Proi Proi. Ah, yes, Proi Proi. Oh, we got lyrics? Okay. Ooh, what a way to end that. Okay, now you'll notice I didn't say anything during that song, and that is because I was feeling it. I really like that. I do have some things to say that, well, I wouldn't say that they're negative. But anyway, I I really like that song. There's a lot of emotion in it. I thought it was cool. Very, very just it was a powerful song. And you could tell that the singer was definitely putting all sorts of energy into it. Um, I want to go back and actually listen to these voices that are happening here. Well, not just the voices that are in my head, but the voices that we hear back here. Yeah. So hold on, let me. I believe it's around here, right? So I'm having trouble making out everything, but it's definitely saying like you and I, and like we're gonna make it right or something like that. It's like that kind of like that idea, I think, where it's like we got this. I'm pretty sure that's what the whispering is. At least at that part, and then later it starts whispering the chorus again while she's just singing her heart out. Yeah. So very cool song. It's an epic song. And but there's one thing. There's one thing that I can't help but hear it, and that is this person is obviously not a native English speaker, so there are some pronunciation of some words that are technically not correct. I wouldn't even say it's like an artist's choice to sing them a little differently. Sometimes that's a thing where the singer, the music artist, could like change a word a little bit to make it fit with other things, but it's not really that. It's literally just the pronunciation of some letters. So for example, there's a part where she says faith, but she actually says face because th is harder for them to pronounce over on that side of the world. And I'm not saying that this is bad. I still feel the emotion in the song. It doesn't necessarily take me out of it. But of course, you can tell and you can hear these things. And the reason why I'm actually pointing it out is because I was an English teacher in Japan. I was teaching Japanese people English. And I've worked with people on these kinds of things, this pronunciation of L's and R's and TH and S and B and V and like all sorts of stuff, amongst other things like sentence structure and all that stuff. I know it's hard to believe because I can barely speak myself, but I did pretty well. And it just made me reminisce a little bit. It got me thinking of, because I taught to, well, I've taught, you know, in elementary schools at one point. But I've also taught young adults and elderly as well. And one student that I had, I don't know if she would want me to say her real name, so I won't. But essentially, she's a singer, and she was awesome. She was really cool. She is really cool. Sorry, I'm saying was as in because she was my student. She's still very much around and alive. She's great. Unfortunately, I haven't seen this show, but if you've ever seen Mob Psycho, the singer for the opening, I taught her English. I didn't teach her English so she could sing that song. That song was already a thing, but she came to my school and I was one of her teachers. And she was great. She was awesome. But these were some of the things that we'd work on, right? So what I am trying to get at, I know this sounds like a nitpick. It's really not. But I have so much respect. I have so much respect for those that don't know a language, but they will put an effort to try to sing a song in that language. And for it to turn out good, like this is good, that's like, you know, props. Maybe it's easier to sing another language than it is to speak it. But in my brain that does not compute. That makes it a little hard. But anyway, I don't know, because there's one thing to like mimic, or not necessarily mimic, but sing a song that already exists, right? You could have someone who doesn't speak a language like love a song that's in a different language and they can sing it perfectly, right? I've seen some crazy things in karaoke. I've seen some Japanese people that can't speak a lick of English, but then they'll sing Queen by Freddie Mercury. You know what I mean? Like, there's stuff like that happens. And I think that's really impressive. But obviously, this is a song that was made, I imagine, it's a Hoyo mix, made for this game. It's an original song. And you had someone do the thing. I don't know. There's something about it. I think it's really cool. And hats off. Respect. I don't wear hats. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. That was Proy. Guys, these were the Honkai Star Rail EPs. I'm done. I caught up. We're here. They were great. All of them. They were awesome. If I had to pick a favorite, I don't think that's possible. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to. I will say the Samudrartha, the Don Hong song, that was something. Then there was that first Robin song, and then there's this. I like lyrics. I like stuff that doesn't have lyrics, but I like lyrics too, and I like looking into them. I think those were my three favorite, if I had to pick out of all of these. As far as vibes go, man, I like Belobog's vibe. I know it's older and it's whatever, but like, I talked about it. I like that whole thing Anyway, that's what I got. I really enjoyed all this. This was fun. Let me know if you want me to do more reactions to music related stuff. For example, I know that Robin has more songs, right? I think there's a playlist that exists. If that is something you want me to listen to, then let me know, and maybe that'll be the next Honkai Star Rail music related thing that I do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. If you like this video, then make sure to let me know by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, leave a comment down below if you have something to say, and check the description for additional ways of how to support me. Every little bit counts. It means a lot. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later. We're so back.